Yo! What up? Apologies for a little bit of a delay there. It wasn't going to be that long. UKOG has come in, he's taking his time. Now, my cat, unfortunately, had a number 2 not in the litter tray. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Let's turn things on, boys. How we doing? How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait, did I spell Nordschleife wrong? Did I actually? Am I stupid? Oh my god, don't tell me I spelled Nordschleife wrong. Oh my god, I did! Oh my god! Wait, it's alright. With the power of editing. With the power of editing, it will seem like it was never spelt wrong at all. There we go. There we go. It was never wrong. It was never wrong. Look. Anyway, let's dive into things. So, yeah, apologies for that, guys. The intro went on a little bit longer than anticipated, but it's all good. So, what is this 2-hour practice race for a 24-hour race? What is this run about? Well, this weekend is the LFM Nords 24 hours. It's not like the sort of Spa event where it was also Kunos as well. It's just LFM's own thing. Anyone can sign up for it. It's I don't know. It might be closed actually. You might have to keep scouting for a spot. But either way, open signups basically. It's all full up now. So yeah, you gotta wait for a spot, wait for someone to back out. But yeah, this weekend, and I've been really hunting for a team who wanted to drive the Lexus. It's difficult to find people that actually want to drive this car. And I don't blame them, because at this track, it is a little bit difficult. And it's not that quick overall here as well. So I understand. However, I think we finally found a team. Me, Jardia, Surfosh, and Aiden Walsingham. Maybe Sam will join us as well. We're not sure yet. Oh, thank you, Jordy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I needed that. Cheers, love. See ya, bye-bye. Just so you know, map 10 is meta. Gotcha, gotcha. We'll be definitely applying that. Yo, Tiny. He can stay in for a little bit. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Mr. Streamer, can you shut up and just drive if we don't pay you to yap?
Thanks. Thanks so much, Zanio. Okay, I'll stop yapping. Tell you what, I'll yap and I'll drive. How does that sound? Yeah, probably why. Oh, you're gonna get him then? Okay. Yo, Tiny, you follow Mama. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Right, let's drive around. Yeah, so Alba's asleep. She's had an early nap because she's been super tired today. So, don't want to wake her up. Don't want to wake her up. That would be the worst case scenario. You might have missed my message about a 5th Lexus driver. Wait, what? Message me again. Message me again. If I have missed something. But I think we're good on drivers. We've got a team of 4. I'm pretty sure we're good. It's been tough finding people that want to drive this automobile. But I think we're okay at the moment. But if you're wanting to join, then maybe if someone drops out, we've got a reserve, you know. But yeah, by the looks of it, basically the old band is back together. Me, Jardia, Aiden Walsingham, Surfosh, and maybe even Maciej Malinowski. And then if Sam decides he wants to come back and do it, then it's the old and new. So, yeah. Fran would like to join you. Malinowski. Yeah, I guess the only person's Valor, but he's at Le Mans. So that's why. so it makes sense. He's got a valid excuse. At this point, I committed to Raya. I think you're good with your boys. Oh, no worries, man. Sorry I didn't see your message if you sent me one. I do apologize. I'm very much... Although my job is working online and streaming, outside of streaming, I am very much not too often on the internet. Apart from watching other streamers sometimes. I'm sporadically on the internet, so I do miss a lot of messages and stuff. So I do apologize. But if I do miss a message, let's say you've got a DM for me and it's something that might be important or something you want me to know about really bad, then just keep spamming me and eventually I'll see it. You want a stop streaming button? I want a stop modding button, but I can't get rid of it. There's nothing I can do. Oh god, what is this message? Scammed? Question mark? Scammed? The boys are back in town.
So, yesterday I was doing a typed online GT3 race, super close, lots of overtakes, full concentration, heart pounding, and at some point I realized I was physically reacting to the intensity. Like, I literally got an erection mid-race. I'm not trying to be gross, just...
What was that message? Yo, Spare, what up? What is the date for the main race? This weekend, this Saturday. So, there's LFM are doing practice races throughout the week just to, so you can mess about in it, and, you know, practice. That's what practice races are for, right? Practicing. It makes sense. So that is what we will be doing until, well, we'll do this one. We're not going to do the Wednesday one, I don't think. But Friday we'll do a few. And, yeah, it should be a blast. It should be really good. Should be really, really good. I think we'll have a fantastic race. Yo, Alex, what up? Yes, see Nords again this weekend. Not my favorite song, but what can a man do when the band is back together again? Yes. We're back together. Just stopping by to say hello. Yo, Jay. Hello. Whoa. Don't worry, Ryan. I got you after this, okay? But yeah, I need to make a setup. The goal this week is to make a setup that's good. But the boys will not be angry over driving. Because I made a setup for this track, and I beat the bop lap. I got the best lap for this car around the track. But it was a bit sketchy. And Jardia tried it and did not like it. So, we need to make it a little bit safer. Hopefully just as quick, but a little bit safer. Even Sam Gaskell tried it. He tried the safer setup and hated it. And he's like, he's the youngling. He should be the guy that likes the most sketchy setup ever. Car that insta-rotates and crashes immediately through any fast corner. Wow, that was a bit understeery. Well, the only reason the rear came round is because the car was initially too understeery, so I had to turn too much. But it turns out, even me, an old man, Apparently, I like it wiggly. I like it wiggly. You see? Lexus looked quick on LMU at Monza. I was watching a few streams. Might be another reason why we're starting this stream a little late today. It's because I've been pleasantly watching some of that content to prepare myself for tomorrow. Yeah, in most cases, oversteery setups are better. Not every case. There is such thing as too much oversteer, because then you have no grip on the rear for hairpins. It's about balancing it, right? Congrats, buddy. Thank you. But I do like oversteery stuff. More turn. More turn.
Whoa, let's go. Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
Yo,
5 months of Sir
Jazzmaster.
Jorge, I might be trapped eternally.
You're not trapped. Yet. I'll show you when you're trapped. Yo, licking slick. That's some slick licking. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much for that raid. Hope you had a good stream. Right, this feels okay. That feels good. We'll keep that. That'll do. Whatever this is, it feels fine. It is a little bit twitchy at fast speeds, so I'm gonna have to tell them to drive better. Yeah, that works fine. Right. I don't know what my fuel usage is. Can someone do me a massive favor, and I will tell them they are the world's most beautiful person. Right, 23C race. I'll do. Could someone go into a previous VOD of me driving the Lexus in a race here? Probably last Tuesday. And tell me what my fuel usage is. At the very end of the race, as I cross the line, what the fuel usage says. If you can do that, I will go, wow, I love you. Right, low fuel. Wait, it's raining. 14.41, I believe. I've got a feeling it's 14.5-ish. But I don't know exactly. You know, it's a big ish. So, another thing I forgot to tell you guys is I'm doing this race with one of our teammates for the weekend, Sir Fosh. So we're taking... I'm doing the first hour, probably, I assume in the first hour. He's in the next hour.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Because he said he wanted to get used to the Lexus. He's never driven it before, and he wants to get used to it. Well, baptism by fire, I guess. Let's give him a call. Oh my god. Thank you, Tatus. When is the Nordschleife race? It is this Saturday. 14.30 final lap. So we'll just go 14.5. What's 14.5 times 8?
Hello.
Hello.
I see
Welcome.
the weather is mighty fine.
Yeah, it's a really nice weather.
Yes.
116, right. Okay.
Oh, it's flooded. Ah, it's true. That's a great weather.
I guessed correct. I'm a god. Yeah, so it's a really good weather for this race. I think you're going to really enjoy it, and you'll have a
Yeah.
fun time.
You'll have a fun time doing the first stint, though.
You're not doing stint 1?
No, I'll leave it to you. I've been driving for like 4 or 5 hours already.
Shit. Well, shall I use the race setup so we just... For like the...
For quali? I think you should have a couple of unfortunate incidents in quali, and that would be the best.
But
I mean,
for our race, let's use
put
the
it
race
this way,
setup
George.
so you get used to it if this happens on the weekend.
Yeah, well, that's sure. To put this in perspective, George, there is no EP-ness for these races, so you cannot lose your precious EP-ness.
Let's go.
It cannot. Your precious EP-ness cannot fall off in this race.
Let's go.
So you don't have to be too worried about it.
Alright.
We know what the quali format for this race is going to be.
Nope. Right, let's go 27.5 on all the pressures.
That sounds way too low for flooded. I would say 28.5 minimum, maybe even 29. Because
Oh.
it's flooded and it's Nordschleife, which is kind of low in pressure.
Alright, I'll go 28 all round. Alright, let's drive out. Oh my god. What is this gonna be like?
Yes.
I think you're going to enjoy this one, Fosh. You'll really get used to this car and how it handles and all the joys of this automobile.
Definitely will not lock up the brakes instantly, send it into the wall, and DNF us from the race. Definitely not.
There's a slow car, man. Yellow flag, be careful there.
Look at this move.
Isn't that blood on quali lap and you're just being a toxic asshole?
No, he came out the pits with me. Oh, I'm on ABS off.
That is not ideal, and your brake bias also doesn't quite look optimal.
I'm
for
lost.
Driving.
I'm lost.
Turn right. Yep. Good job. Good job.
That was a good start.
And we're not running minimum brake bias in the weapon because of the handbrake.
Yeah, it's from memory. I don't think you ABS 1, but I can't remember fully. I think this guy's on a lap.
Possible. How bad is the spray? Yes.
Yeah.
It's not that bad actually. It's like you get a lot on the windscreen, but it's not like everything isn't white. George needs RVR pace notes. I don't think that's gonna save him.
Alright, I'm just gonna follow this guy and see if I can keep up with a Ferrari. Holy shit!
I don't think that corner is gonna be flat.
He's not having
Invalidated.
He's not having a fun time. I hope this is the weather for this weekend. It would be hilarious.
Yep.
Normally this car is not good in the wet, but this is a max wing track for this car, so it could have could be a spa situation. But it's a max wing track where other cars aren't max wing. You know what I mean? So that's where it like. So basically, like Paul Ricard, Spa here.
Big copium that other cars won't be running. I mean, maybe Ferraris won't be running that swing. Depends, I guess, on the weather.
Optimal.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, ran back in a Ferrari, exactly. Imposter. Needs to get back in that Lexus. Turn the wipers off like a pro?
Those GT3 Mercs?
Yeah, I was seeing all the eSport drivers. They were driving without wipers, so there must be a reason why.
I just look at the leaderboard and saw like 7 Mercs, and they're all GT4. What are you doing? Question?
Trying to see?
Oh, without wipers. Huh.
Oh, it's easy in the slow corners.
Are you okay, George? No, he died. Alright, if anyone wants to replace George with me for the 24-hour Nordschleife, me and Jardia, we're accepting applications.
Alright, let's try again. This time I'm gonna take it serious.
Uh-huh.
This time I'm taking it really serious.
How are your pressures, though? Were they in 27s, though?
I don't know. I will find out shortly. Subathon activity, drive without wipers. Yeah! Genuinely could be. What day is the 24th? This weekend, so not long. This weekend. Should be a good laugh. I am very much looking forward to it.
You did sign us out of the duo cup, right?
No.
You know I can see these things, right?
No, you can't.
This guy, full of shit. Also,
This
you
is
can
fun.
find some more Lexus enjoyers for the actual race, or are we 3-manning it?
It's currently me, you, Jardia, and Aiden. He says he could do a few stints.
Excellent.
Matche might. Sam Gaskell said he does not want to drive this dog shit car.
Oh, also, who the hell should be driver 1? Is your internet not gonna do your internet things?
My internet's good at the moment. I've got it fully
What happened
wired.
in that 24 though?
Oh, that was because I was multi-streaming, and I had. It's complicated.
So it wasn't an internet provider issue; it was George issue. I see.
Plug-in issue.
Or the man running the plug-in issue.
But I'll be doing the night stints on Saturday because
Yeah,
I will be.
Information.
I'll be doing the night stints because I will be.
Well, I don't mind.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Yellow flag? Yellow flag? It's like 2 kilometers towards, but yellow flag?
Okay, I'll have to stop. I'll find a safe place to stop.
You should stop and then walk to see if it's safe to keep driving.
I'm just
That is not
No, I'm
the
stopping.
braking point?
No, it's me stopping for the yellow.
Before you RTG, what are your pressures?
I think they gone up a little bit too high because of that. I mean, they're fine right now. What are they on? 28. Yeah, fine.
It's gonna rain more though. This is not as much as it gets. Oh, but it's not like the.
Yeah, it's
flooded
not
rain, huh?
flooded anymore. Yeah, this is fine.
Dry tires question? Brake duct 0, dry tires? He's thinking about it.
I wonder if I can go TC off on this one. Oh wait, it's broken.
It's broken. "10-minute lap time, mamma mia." I would say yes, you can do TC0.
Yeah, it seems pretty. It seems satisfactory.
Yep.
We're doing a lot of learning, guys. A lot of learning.
I'll be back in a second. I expect pole position. You still have time. Yep.
Okay, okay. That was one lap. There's a singular lap. Wait, if we're doing like 9-minute lap times, how many laps can we do in 70 minutes? I think it's, I think it might be 7. Is it? Because the stint timer is 70 minutes. Now, if we're doing, if it's dry, then we're able to do 8 laps. Can we sneak in 8 laps? Because remember, we can't go over 70 minutes. It's got to be under. But in the dry, we hit about 1 hour and 5 or 1 hour and 6 minutes into a stint. I think this is going to be slow enough where we can't do it. I think it's going to be 7 laps. I think the quickest wet laps we do, the quickest wet laps are like 8:30s, and that's on like light rain, really light rain. Cutoff is 8:45. This is mostly heavy. Okay. Damn. I don't think we can do it in this rain.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Are you sure about using the Lexus? Positive.
Don't forget to use the wet tire exploit
Mind that bit on the left of the car.
on the start of the race.
some reason I keep hitting walls. I'm not sure why. Must be like a bug or something.
It must be the custom BOP screwing you over.
Yeah.
4 people did well. I'm bored. I wonder if the real quality will have this weather. It's gonna be quite funny if it does.
How am I
If the quality is
12?
not... Huh?
I'm 12.
No one did a fucking lap, that's how. If you leave and rejoin, you can start a bit further down, I guess. No, wait, you wouldn't.
Yeah, but you as well, right?
Yeah.
Wait, if you leave the lobby and then I rejoin on the grid.
I have left the lobby.
Alright, I'll tell you when. Well, yeah, we got 12 minutes to wait. So.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in the lobby.
Yeah, don't join yet. Don't join yet. No, don't.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Severe damage at the front.
Wait, don't join.
I did fucking click join. I Alt F4.
No. It wasn't for that reason.
Were you in the fucking wall? Fucking asshole. I actually Alt F4 because I thought I'm gonna fuck up the entry.
Sorry. I didn't want you to see death. Alright, the top lap is 9:11. So I don't think we're doing 8:45s. Okay, right. So we can run a lap less fuel. So we use 14 liters a lap, and it's 116. So 1 less equals 102 liters. Yeah, that works. I bet you will also need 102 liters, I think.
I am on the server, by the way.
Okay. Well, I've made it like halfway through the second sector without crashing.
That bodes well for a 2-hour race.
Yeah.
It's gonna be flooded in 10 minutes as well. Excellent.
Yo, an M2 on P7. Fair play.
How many classes even are in this race?
Mate,
is it GT4 and M2?
What the M2s who have qualified are only 5 seconds off this GT4.
Oh, but that GT4 is what, 17 seconds of other GT4s? Must be the Merc. It's such a bad car.
GT4s probably have an advantage here due to not having enough power to lose control. Yeah, that's it. That makes them quicker than GT3s. That's it. If you only like UKOG setups because they're more stable, I've got some bad news about this Lexus setup here. Some very bad news. Ferrari though should be okay.
From my POV, you are driving on dry tires.
Yeah, I am.
I assume you are.
Yeah, the game would never tell you I'm on dries when I'm actually on wets.
Yeah. See the entry list for this race. Is it like 80% Ferrari Aston?
Yeah. Someone asked in game chat, fuel BMW. I think if you respond with all.
Yes, fuel. You do want to take fuel. Can confirm. I don't think that is the line, George.
I don't know, man. The more I take it, the more it becomes second nature to me.
I mean, there are a couple of cars that aren't Ferrari and Astons. Some won't get signed up in the Ford. What was that? Not gonna be that many GT3s in that race. I don't know how many cars they actually have in the same wheel split.
Why don't you take the Ford? I am not a fan of the Ford at this track. I don't think anyone is, to be honest. Except Fosh. Fosh loves the Ford here.
Oh yeah, it is magnificent. You get all the downsides of the Ford with none of the upsides.
But it's straight line speed!
Can't choose, because it doesn't have any traction. And you have to run springs, otherwise it just blows up on every bump.
I really like driving the Ford normally, but at this track, it is just horrifying. There's difficult to drive, and then there's just, I want to cry.
GT4 Mach is faster than the Ford and Doffinger, yeah. I mean, we've been doing those Nordschleife races on Tuesdays, and it went from there being like 3 Fords, including me, to me being the only Ford left. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, that's a strange occurrence. Maybe they were trying to give, you know, everyone else a chance.
They just want to increase the difficulty, and instead of driving the OP, easy to drive Ford, they just pick the cars like the Ferrari, you know?
That must be it.
Surely you can take the next corner with just a lift.
It's actually kind of sketchy.
Surely this is just a lift.
I don't know, man. I think...
You could have made it with just a lift there.
There's some light damage on the left of the car.
Why wasn't that flat?
One. I mean, it was. I don't know what you're complaining about. That seemed pretty fast.
Yeah.
Nice tricycle.
It's alright, we're not hit the wall yet. Oh.
There's some light damage on the right of the car.
Excellent line, excellent line. Maybe if you brake the car enough, it's gonna become easier to drive.
Yeah. Like it slows it down more, so it's not as
You just-
difficult.
You're gonna get more understeer and stability. Surely you don't need to brake before the jump. Illegal modification to the aero, yeah. Oh yeah, we need to do the exploit on the setup as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, but in ACC you always could do that. But not with the fuel stuff doesn't work, but the tire one does. Actually no, it wouldn't work like in iRacing. You could only abuse that in quali. Or buff laps. Setting buff laps, you can definitely abuse that shit.
Perfect.
Jardy line impression there.
Whoa, let's go. Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
Yes, speedy boy. Watch them thick wheels go round and round.
Thank you.
Oh, I have a strategy how you can overbop some cars in ACC. So you're gonna rejoin or no?
Yeah, I'll leave. Oh my god. Wait, let me save this setup real quick.
We have some slippery
Yeah,
grabs.
it's already.
Watch
I
out
mean,
for
you wanna
the
join again?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
But yeah, you can overbop a car in ACC if you set a setup on wet tires and full fuel tank. No, wait, if you don't want full fuel tank, actually.
I am leaving
take-
the lobby. I'm leaving the lobby.
Okay, I'm joining.
I'm rejoining the lobby now. It worked!
Right, we have
Let's
some
go.
conditions.
And now we're starting last.
Watch your braking distance.
Holy fuck, this is gonna be nuts. Right, I will be one Momo. Right. Oh my word. This is gonna be so interesting. Is this like the same weather settings as that we're gonna get in the
Yes.
24? So this is a
Yes.
big possibility then.
Yes.
Oh my god. This is gonna be insane. There's still time to change the car? No, no, this is it. We are sticking with the Lexus.
Made more like a boat on this one.
Ha! Why is the prediction about me getting damage? I'm not gonna get damage. I'm a very talented driver. Right? Right? Yo, CapeCon, thank you for the 49 month sub, by the way. You are an absolute beast. What a legend. Bam. Thank you so much, dude. Bit delayed, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
30 seconds.
Deep in the Eiffel Mountains of Germany lies a track that separates the brave from the merely fast of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. This legendary circuit isn't just about speed. It's a relentless test of precision, focus, and courage. Every lap is a battle. Every mistake can cost you.
It's true. That is. Thank you for the statistics about this track and good information.
Stay double file.
Alright,
Whoa.
here we go.
Let's go. Thanks
There
for
are cars
resubscribing to
ahead.
UKOG.
That
Okay.
Lambo is lagging like crazy.
Deep in the Eiffel
Oh my
Mountains
God.
of Germany lies a track that separates the brave from the merely fast of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. This legendary circuit isn't just about speed. It's a relentless test of
Yeah, so I need to
precision,
save that material.
focus,
I don't know.
and courage. Every lap is a battle. Every mistake can cost
You
you.
take the full tank at the start, you know?
We can only do 7 laps if it's this wet, so maybe do 1 less. So I took 102 liters. We'll see if it can go that far. Maybe it can. I don't know. Maybe it can't. Thank you so much, Emperor Pegasus, you absolute beast, legend. 6 months. Bam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm assuming
So
fuel
you-
usage is the same, so I'm really
Whoa.
hoping that
Let's go. Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
well, it's the same. Otherwise, we're fucked.
Deep in the Eiffel Mountains of
Yo,
Germany
Casimir,
lies a track
thanks for
that
the 20.
separates the brave from the merely fast.
Thank you,
of the
thank you, thank you.
Nürburgring
Oh, Lambo did the
Nordschleife.
raggy.
This
He did the
legendary
raggy.
circuit
He hit
isn't
the
just
fucking
about
wall.
speed. It's a relentless
unlucky,
test
bro.
of precision, focus,
Green light.
and
green light.
courage.
Go, go,
Every
go.
lap is a battle.
Right.
Every mistake.
We're gonna focus. We're gonna focus. Let's do this. Cheers for the subs and bits, guys. Appreciate it.
Another GT4 on the left. There are people already doing rally. Yeah. Not a massive pile up. Not a massive pile up. You're fine. You're fine.
Why is
Come on,
accelerate?
Oh. Park the car. Don't mind that.
Oh my god, this Lambo.
Oh, he tapped the GT4. Yep.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, he killed him now. Nice. Finished what he started.
That guy seemed very laggy. Even though he didn't have a red bar, every now and then he just like, I don't know.
Yep. He spawned in on the start as well.
Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Apologies if I scammed anyone with bits.
Lambo really disliked that portion.
Just want to focus on the start. More scamming!
GT4 McLaren. Nice, nice, nice move.
Thank you for allowing me to scam you. Look, this car's OP in the wet. Look at that.
Yep. Alright, let's see if you can out-accelerate this M2. Barely.
This car is nuts.
Clearing these guys, huh? No. Man, what a sand. That guy had no chance.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm not sure if... No, there's still a couple GT4s ahead. But not in this little group you have.
What is my delta up top? I'm P1. But
Nice.
also last. I'm last in class, but P1 overall. Let's go.
Impressive. Well, there is a yellow flag, but I don't see shit.
Oh yeah, I don't have the map on the correct setting.
That goes good.
Oh my god. Come on, lads, we need to go.
Block him, Beamer. Block him.
Sit in the middle. Yeah, this is the indoor karting experience.
We are approaching a GT4.
Okay, I'm assuming there will be death. Just scream.
GT4 on the left.
There will.
Another GT4 a bit further up. No.
My God, this is agonizing. I'm just gonna go around the outside if I can, please.
Nice, nice. It's kind of wild how this group isn't catching the GT4s ahead.
It's like impossible to overtake, man.
Yeah. Track too narrow.
I don't know where blood is going! It's impossible! There's no predictability in his driving.
I think his plan is try to stay on the road, so he's a lot of the time in the middle of the road. Okay, Lexus has caught the GT4, but he's just chilling behind him. Everyone's just driving in the middle of the road. Yellow flag, 2 corners ahead. It's gonna be in the slow hairpin, I guess.
Slow
Yeah.
car ahead.
Looks like someone's parked on the outside.
Okay.
Can't see anything. It is clear.
What?
Maybe you'll get the GT4 on the next straight. Okay, Lexus is finally going for it. Oh, you're gonna catch him right on the apex. Oh, never mind.
Follow the GT4 through, man.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I'm gonna get boxed in there.
Outside line here is undrivable. At least it used to be. Let behind make it. Let's go. What a move!
There's still a GT4 ahead.
Yep. One last one left.
That is nuts. Oh my God, look at this move!
Clear on the right.
He fell out of the carousel.
What a send!
Incredible.
You see, what I did differently there to plan for that overtake was I went for the inside line. The controversial line to go around the inside of the carousel, but I chose to do that, whereas he decided I'm going to take the outside line. Well, the test paid off in our favor, and the inside line was quicker.
Incredible. Who could have predicted this?
Just did the Super
What a
GT.
move.
The Super GT! Yeah. Each day we learn new things. Today we've learned the inside line is quicker.
The car ahead is in the faster car class.
Okay.
The GT4. Bigger number equals faster car.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Incredible. This is just raw talent.
Raw,
right, now-
unfiltered talent.
Now 15 seconds.
There's a slow car ahead.
Someone died in the
Yellow flag,
fast
be
stuff.
careful there.
Full dead. Oh, he's dead but rejoining. Going straight though, so it should be fine. Oh, it's Rambar. That's what you get for ditching your Lexus for Ferrari bug tourism.
Deserved.
Yeah. That is not the line. That indeed is not the line. Actually, when you think about it, maybe. I think less rear downforce is a good thing in this weather. When you think about it.
Wasn't ideal, gonna be honest.
How much damage was that?
13 all rear.
Not too bad. Well, your car is gonna just randomly die now in one of these high-speed corners. Slightly bent steering. How the hell do you bend steering if it's all rear damage?
I don't think I'm bent steering.
Yes. No. Well, I got fed misinfo in the chat then. We just wanted to do that to overtake that Aston twice.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Show him your superiority. Well, it only signals good news for our team. If you cannot survive a lap, and I have never driven this car on this track, and last time I driven the Lexus was probably like 3 years ago. So surely, I will be able to keep it on the track for the entire lap.
You'll be fine.
I feel the same.
I have a sliver of damage. A sliver.
Here's a question. Have you ever knocked the rear wheels of a car out of alignment in ACC?
No.
I don't think it's doable.
I don't think that's
Maybe
the
it's
thing.
doable, but it has to be like a crazy hit. You can like you can get crashed so badly that your wheels stop spinning, right? But that's like extreme damage.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Someone's dead ahead.
There's a slow car ahead.
A crumb
Yeah.
of damage.
Oh, going again.
I'm looking forward to the first very big downforce corner to see how great it is.
I mean, this car doesn't have any downforce to begin with, so I think it shouldn't really make much of a difference.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let's see. Maybe it's better this way. Maybe you get better straight line speed now. It's weird because on my screen you didn't. Your rear looks fine.
For me, it's
The entire
all
car
rear
looks
damage.
I mean, it had to be. You hit the wall with the booty.
Gave it a bit of a love tap. Oh, flooded again in 30. Let's go.
Walkers.
Big rain incoming.
Like this small rain.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Someone died again?
directly in front of me.
Slow car
He
ahead.
is rejoining. He's going in a straight line though, so it should be fine.
Okay. It is but a scratch, boys. But a scratch. I think if you don't crash, that's going to be the best strategy.
I don't know, man. I think they're just inventing things now.
Io e devi essere da
Surely if everyone else is crashing, then crashing is the better strategy.
Toxé.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, Summit
You are
Streams.
Catching very rapido though.
Thank you for the huge supporter. Becoming a huge supporter.
P1 lead is already fucking 8 seconds.
Thank you, 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 thank
I'm
you,
pretty
thank
sure
you.
the GT4 behind you is
Appreciate it, man.
close. Oh, no, not quite.
Hope
Yeah.
all is Gucci. Philip, thank you for the biddies. We have a lower tolerance to bit spam now, guys. The mute button is more active on this stream than ever. Yo, Matt Davies, doing good, man. That was the slowest I've ever driven that corner. Hey George, do you listen to Gucci Mane?
What the fuck even is that?
Fosh listens to Gucci Mane. Is that a song or is that an artist? I swear there was that song that was like Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Is that it?
See, George knows what your Zoomer's talking about.
To a boomer, I sound like I know Zoomer, but to a Zoomer, I am.
How do you do, fellow kids? I also know your music.
Thank you for some more biddies. TY.
Big catching, big catching. This is like everyone ahead is broken though. Unlike your superior car, they probably actually have some kind of impact on performance from the damage.
It is on right now. It
You
is
shouldn't
on.
race from home. People
It's
should
actually
go to
wild
one
that you
location
don't
with a
have,
stable
like,
connection
actual
on a local
drivability
network.
that
Just
heavy
like
rear
real world
damage on this
racing.
track.
They don't drive around their neighborhoods and compare times. Gosh, I got a comment on my video where I lost connection. Oh wait, one sec. Let me deal with him first. What a move!
Incredible.
I got a comment from a guy who says that no one should race online.
True.
Online racing shouldn't exist. It should all be at a meetup spot, a local meetup spot, and no one should be racing around in their own neighborhoods.
Uh-huh.
So I like the comment, I pinned it, and yeah.
Nice.
I fully agree. Like this right now is sacrilegious. We should not be doing this.
True. Or is that big top speed 1 second away?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me suction, which I desire. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Car on the right.
Oh no, I would have had him.
Clear on the right.
Oh, oh my god. Someone's gonna die and it's gonna be me, it's gonna be me. Ah!
Clean? Not worried there for a second?
Yeah, that was easy.
No. Well, George said this is max swing. Well, this is Lexus max swing. All max swings are not made the same, you know?
Kevin
that,
Esther.
that wasn't bad pace. You were only like a couple of hours, 7/10 off the lead pace. And the leader is like 4 seconds faster than P2.
So what you're saying is this car's OP.
Yes.
I actually think the max wing effect is gonna help us. I think we're gonna be potentially zooming.
Well, I assume there are other cars that can run max swing that will be better, like Aston Martin.
Shut up. Stop talking.
Does the boat get -kg on Nürburgring?
No, it actually gets a lot of plus. Slava did a pretty nuclear lap. Apparently it's got the potential to be like as quick as the Aston.
Bentley used to have really bad issues with making like a universal setup that's good in the wet and the dry.
Yeah. It started out flooded, Philip. Like the whole thing started out flooded, but we're surviving now. It's getting a little less wet, but unfortunately it looks like the pendulum is gonna swing. Yo, blood bag, 29, what up?
Remember, also has damage.
It's a lot more grippy than the other laps now.
Yeah. So there's only one team ahead of us that also have 2 drivers.
So we use 14 litres a lap in the wet, so 0.5 less a lap.
Okay. What was the timing for the bonus lap that you were talking about?
So in the dry, we easily do 8 laps. We do it in like 1 hour and 6 minutes, something like that. So if it rains, we have to be doing like 8:40 or something like that, higher than those laps, and then it's 7 laps. But if we're quicker, basically if it's like medium or light rain, we can still do the 8 laps. I think that's how it works. So only if it's heavy rain or flooded, we can't make it. But I'm not certain, I could be a little bit off. So this is actually a good test for us.
Yeah.
Not like an extra lap of fuel is going to matter in these conditions, but...
But I'm pretty sure for me you gotta give me the extra lap, because we're probably getting a bonus lap on the finish, right? Oh no, but no, this thing is 7 minutes, not 60.
Yeah. I think if it was dry, I'd do 8 and then you do 7. But because it's wet, we both do 7.
So Rango's saying the cutoff is 8:45. Like, if your first lap wasn't 9 minutes 40, then it wouldn't be too far off for you, honestly.
You think that's the reason? That first lap?
It could be. I'm gonna neither confirm or deny this.
Is there a Lexus and a Ferrari Cup?
Clear on the left.
This is a Ferrari, we just put a different livery on it. And a different engine. And a different car.
Nah, this is like Trackmania, it's just the skin, it's all the same.
Yeah. This is like Ren Sport, it's just the skin. Well, you know about that, right? With Ren Sport.
No.
So the esport drivers in their, like, you know, Ren Sport World Cup races, because there was so much Bob complaint, they all just have the exact same car now, but with different engine sounds. But it's the same car, like, in every way.
Ah,
So it's just the spec series.
excellent.
I don't think
know
it's
what
like
they're
that for
doing there.
public, but obviously for them.
That's even more engaging the community in the esports scene, and we want to see it.
Yeah. The perfect bop doesn't exist? Well, check out Ren Sport.
Five people would be very upset if they knew that, yeah. I haven't seen the Rensport stuff this year. I wonder how they're doing on the viewership side.
I've watched a little bit of it. I don't know what the viewers are, to be honest. I don't know how many they get, but I assume most of them are still probably botted anyway.
They would never. How dare you accuse?
But it is
Rensport
not.
of this?
It's not that bad to watch still. It is genuinely quite fun to watch, but it's just. It's
Wow.
hard to get
Let's
fully
go.
engaged.
Thanks for
Like, the
subscribing
reason
to
why
UKOG.
I'm interested in it is because there's people I used to race with, some like online buddies that are in it. So it's nice to see how they do, right? But if you don't have that sort of like attachment to the drivers, if you're like new to sim racing scene and all you're seeing is like random names, it's like, why would I want to watch this? I can't. You've got no connection with it. You can't even play what they're doing. You can get Ren Sport, but all the stuff they're doing you can't even do. So it's like.
I mean, stop talking shit. Rensport just hit a peak of 123 players a couple days ago.
Oh my god!
And
Yo!
Today they only topped out at 60.
Joja Cola!
Damn.
That's a cool name. That's actually a really cool name. Fair play. Thank you so much for that big fat prime sub. Welcome. Enjoy no more ads. Enjoy the emotes and appreciate it, my lad. Thanks for the support. Oh my god, lad ahead nearly died. He took that curb. Took the scary curb.
Whoa. Let's go. Thanks for resubscribing
Alright,
to
we'll need
UKOG.
to set up a giga exit on this right, like, risk it all.
Yeah. You see that? He just
Everything
blocked me.
here. Man, what is this exit, man?
Wow. Let's go. Thanks for subscribing to UKOG.
Yeah, thank you so much again. Oh my god. These insano subs. Plushy. Thank you
Man,
so
it's
much,
gonna be
Plushy.
flooded my entire fucking stint by the looks of it. No.
Appreciate that, Plushy. Thank you,
Nice
man.
blocking in the practice race, yep. Love to see it.
Whoa.
That is the
Let's go.
grass.
Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
Are we doing the 24 hours right now? Yeah, we're just gonna drive until the weekend. Driver swap.
Another one. Marcesco, thank you, man.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Okay.
Hello?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, send it. Nice.
Car
Good
on the
defense
left.
from the board.
Clear on the left.
Come on. What was that?
Car on the left. Clear on the
Man, he
left.
just gave that to you.
I really like the part where I went alongside him on the straight and he just started turning left. That was my favorite part there.
Yeah, he was ahead. He can dictate the space, right?
Yeah, he was fully ahead at the time. Fully. Was even slightly alongside. Hey, I was talking about this. It was Stream Philip, Paramore, man. It's the reason why they were my favorite band when I was a teen. Amazing band.
Okay, last lap you were a second 9/10 of the lead pace.
I might have been able to do that if I didn't catch up with these boys.
Yes.
Bosh, did you ever have an emo stage?
No. I might have listened to some emo music, but I didn't do the whole outfit matches the music I listened to kind of thing in my childhood, so not like fully, I guess.
I bet you did.
I bet you did. You definitely seem like the kind of guy who,
What are you on about?
who went for all the full shebang.
There's
Do you have
no,
eyeliner,
there's
George?
no evidence of me with
Surely
emo
George,
hair,
George had the eyeliner in
black
in school.
emo hair. I didn't go as far as eyeliner and mascara and stuff like that, but and painting my nails. But I did get studs in both ears, and I had
Do you
black
have
hair.
you have the army boots.
Nah. I just had like black skinny jeans and some random
That glove.
black skinny jeans, and I had some like band shirt of some kind on.
Well, that's just my outfits these days, but it's not because of emo stage. I just don't like sorting laundry, so
Yeah.
I just buy black clothes.
I don't think my clothing was particularly emo, but my hair specifically was. There was a stage where I think it went from went from the emo to more scene hair, which is just embarrassing to look back on. So.
We're not emo. We just have 20 nearly similar black shirts. Yeah,
Car on the
exactly.
right. Clear on the right.
I mean, realistically, the only downside of black clothing is that you absorb more sunlight, so it's hotter in the summer. But since we don't really go outside, it's fine. Flooded in 30 is fine. Yeah, it's been flooded for a long time now. It's gonna be flooded. It's gonna start being flooded in 10 minutes.
Even more flooding. Must be fine. Holy shit.
Oh. Everyone but the leader is like at least 5 seconds of pace. I guess the guy ahead was only 4 last lap. So like 5, 6. Just in time for my stint. Yeah, I feel like my stint might be like half a lap and then a big crash. But this is a practice race, so there's no elo to be lost. I guess technically we want to finish this to not lose safety rating.
Yeah, we need to finish. Or do we?
And the leader cheating by using a bone in the water. I mean, there's like a amount of Porsches that we'll not see in the endurance in this race, but it's mostly Astons, Ferraris, and then a couple BMers.
Yo, Alexander Kogler, what up? I don't think there's any need to repair the damage. The car handles it no differently.
I would say to repair the damage. Like, do we care what the result for a practice race? Especially when that's the fucking first laps I'll ever do in this car.
Handles no differently.
Sure.
It's immune to damage. UKOG hit the wall. It wasn't very effective.
Exactly like driving the 4D.
Oh, yeah, that's something to tell you guys. Yeah, Foch is obviously doing the 24 with us this weekend. This is his first time ever in the car at this track. These will be his first ever laps in a lovely flooded conditions.
Gonna be fine. Surely I'm not gonna drive off the track like 17 times like George did on his first laps here.
It'll be fine, you know. It's only a setup that Jardia said he could not drive without TC because it's too deadly, and Sam Gaskell went no.
Well, I mean, I'm not turning that
fine.
fucking DCL.
I'm flooded, I don't blame you. It's honestly, as long as you're not being a dumbass like I am, it's not that bad to drive.
Well, now you're putting pressure on me. Now if I crash, you can call me a dumbass, and crash
really,
I will.
Unless you're like a really, really stupid idiot. Like
absolute moron.
A degenerate, stupid, really just incompetent driver. Then you should be fine.
That I am, actually, so that's fine. That's fine. Where are all the Mercs, Hondas, and Lambos? There's Porsche and Ferrari. There's some GT4 Mercs, if that works.
Been playing on a G920, you think I'll be fine, or do I need to upgrade? I just started. You'll be fine for now, and I'd say the first thing, if you're on a budget, right, the first thing you should upgrade is your pedals. Don't worry about the wheel. The wheel is great, don't get me wrong. Upgrading to a DD wheel is amazing, and you'll definitely feel it, and it's like more immersion-based, though, and gives you a little bit more consistency. The pedals are a game changer. If you can get a load cell pedal, that should be your first upgrade. That's what's going to hold you back a little bit. But you'll be fine if you're starting out, and you're just having fun starting out and learning. You'll be fine for quite a while. But yeah, if you're on a budget and you're thinking of what to upgrade first, get your pedals sorted. Or if you have a bit more money, get like maybe a bundle with pedals,
And
wheel and base
should be
included.
a purple. Man, this car's so busted. What can you say?
Cheater car.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah. 15 seconds of rear damage, destroyed aero, and still by far the fastest car. Ridiculous. Can't wait for LFM to ban this car from use. Just unboppable, like, as well.
It is. It doesn't even get the minus kgs, and it's too fast. You know, like
Even if you have people to specifically take these cars out, like crash them and damage them, it just doesn't do anything.
yeah. Damage makes it go faster.
Yep.
Shredding off weight.
Should be flooded pretty soon, I think.
Yeah. It's definitely getting wetter than it was last lap. The only reason I'm green is because I'm in clear air and didn't have to overtake a Porsche into turn one.
Are you gonna check out the Ultimate Lemons tomorrow?
Yeah. How did you find that Jardia race that you did?
That's more the same.
What, bad force
Good
feedback and weird slip angle.
Yes. It was also like a big meme race where we had to save a lap of fuel and 10 laps every so apart from one.
No, I agree with you. I've been playing it quite a bit this last week. I did like a couple of streams, and it's very, very fun. And I did one of those long races, like special events, and again, it was great to do. But that was everyone else is obviously using the clutch to save fuel, which is a bit annoying. And I just didn't want to cheese it. Being too stubborn, I guess. But yeah, it felt nice. It feels like it's got potential. It's just, yeah, that little annoying force feedback and slip angle shit. But yeah, this new update should apparently fix both of those things. So I was watching James Baldwin do a preview stream of it, and then there was also, I think Masal did a little bit, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. But at least from what James was saying, it's pretty much what they said they were going to do, they've done. There's a few things that you couldn't quite notice, but the majority of it, yeah. But the cars are a little bit more like understeery now. It's like on the entry, like you can't throw them in anywhere near as much with that slip angle. So the maybe the default setups are going to be a little bit not great initially with this new update because you just can't hassle them. Like
Probably Big Dave will figure it out, and you'll be able to do either Big Dave setups.
Yeah, and then yeah, it's a lot more heavy on the steering wheel in the slow and mid corners, and there's a bit more feel. So
Nice.
yeah, I try and match my FOV with ACC. I think both sims look pretty much the same. I don't know what my settings are, but they look the same on both sims.
Big Dave, you mean Dave Cam? Yes.
I don't have
Big
those
Dave
sport
Cam is gonna make the
view
default setup
settings.
for everyone.
Yeah, those hood cam settings and all that. I don't bother with them. I just go full. I'm in the car. This feels real. That's what I like. Yeah, triples work perfectly as well. Triples in LMU, easy. So easy to set up. So easy. No, not even ACC is as easy. LMU triples is the easiest thing. You just do it all in game. It's great. It just works. It just works. That's the thing I like about LMU the most, is that like everything you need to do setting wise, or all the things that implementing, it just like works. Like the triples, they just work, and it's so easy to set up. And then like
it just works.
This driver swap thing, if it does what it says on paper, then you know none of this ACC disconnect driver one, all sorts of that shit, right?
I mean, ACC is pretty special in that, to be fair.
It just works, which is great. High FPS on LMU actually feels like you have high FPS. Unlike ACC, where the higher FPS goes, I notice nothing.
Wonder, are we gonna get rid of with the driver swaps and stuff? Are they gonna get rid of those stutters when people join the fucking game?
Yeah.
That is very noticeable, and the stutters are also so much worse than in ACC. You don't get the stutter in your FFB. You only get like a game stutter if there's stutter people joining with like big liveries and shit.
Yeah.
But in LMU you get the full force feedback freeze as well.
It's definitely far from perfect, but it's getting there. I still think, even after this update, I'm still thinking ACC is going to be king still for GT3s, but I could be wrong. It could be absolutely groundbreaking, we'll see. It's definitely worth driving though and spending time on it, because it could very much be the future when it comes to GT3s.
The future.
It's here.
Oil tracks. Yeah, they have a pretty more issues with the lineup. Surely they have like different layouts, but you know, driving Monza. This week we have Monza. Next week is Monza without the chicane.
Whoa!
So exciting.
Yeah, it needs quite a lot more tracks.
What track is this? This is the Nordschleife.
Don't hit that curb. That's what I've learned. That curb? No, no.
I think the key is not to hit any curb.
And it is flooded again.
Well, have fun on this water lap, because I will be back in a second.
Okay. Is Luke currently the man to beat on LMU? I don't know. I haven't really followed any of it, to be honest. I think he's pretty damn quick from what I can see. There's not really any like major LMU esport things, to be honest, so it's like I've seen a few esport drivers, mainly in the hypercars, to be honest. In GT3s, I've only seen like 1 or 2 names, but I've seen Luke qualify pole in a few races, and I think I've seen his streams where he's finished like 2nd or 3rd afterwards. I don't know if I've seen him win yet. Yeah, VMS, that's it. I think that's the biggest thing in LMU. I've seen him get like podiums in that. So he's probably definitely up there, you know what I mean? He's spending a lot of time on LMU. Yeah, we started at the back for this. And it was carnage. Seen Luke win a bunch. He probably has won a lot of races. It's just the ones that I've seen. I've seen him qualify pole like once or twice, and I've seen him get like P2, P3 a few times. But I haven't seen him win one yet, but he probably has. Just what's BMS? It's some league on Le Mans Ultimate. It's meant to be like a big league. I don't know if it's like through that race engineer app that they have with it. I don't know if it's directly through there or if it's its own independent thing, but that's like the most competitive thing on LMU at the moment, I think. But it's not that competitive. Like if we're real about it, you know, it's not like SRO or Pro Series or much. But it's still got the most competitive drivers on LMU, obviously. I think that's the one thing it's lacking a bit, LMU, is like a sort of esporty pro scene. But give it time, it'll come. It will come. Just letting me go. Thank you, Franco DeVico. How can you see? A lot of it, right, in the wet, you have muscle memory. You just need to see a little bit and you can drive. It sounds weird, but like you can really drive with not much visually. I think a lot for me is I got it from karting, because when I used to do go-karting in the wet when I was younger, it's like not only would you have rain all over your visor, but also your visor would steam up. And you were literally, you could not see. You just had to like adapt and have like little references. It was terrifying, but I was always good in the wet karting because it came less down to who has the better engine, the newer tires, the better chassis. I mean, they still probably played a really big part, but I could just zoom without as many limitations. Oh.
I have a feeling this is gonna be like getting thrown in the deep end of the pool when you don't know how to swim, and instead of a life ring, you're gonna throw me a dumbbell.
It'll be fine.
Surely.
Holy shit.
This looks fine. Wait, 2 seconds faster than the leader last lap, but I think a lot of the space difference comes down to since he's like a minute ahead, he just has a different track conditions and parts.
Yeah.
The kid ahead had some issue.
When's the 24? This weekend. The worst thing about karting when your visor would steam up would be, so it starts steaming up, right? And then you'd put your finger in it to wipe it because it got to the point where you can't see.
Damage.
So you wipe it with your finger, but then wiping it with your wet glove equals that it gets even wetter.
I'll probably break it, and when it's already broken and I break it more, it's too broken, you know?
You can't fix it after that. It's just a cycle of endlessly having to wipe it. Alright, I'll fix it. I'll be a good boy.
Where you shift this car?
It depends on the track, but here it's between 7.2 and 7.4. You don't have to be too accurate.
Okay.
Just make sure you're not revving out fifth like in a lot of the straights, because that's the big one. So like going up the hill, as soon as you hit like say 7.2, 7.3, you can change. So like if you stay in fifth running up that hill to that fast left-hander, you'll lose a lot of time.
Okay.
Even in the wet, I think I'd lose a lot of time. And then just short shifting in general, you can do it, but you've got to, it can't be a very big short shift, you know? Like what I just did there, that's probably the limit of it. Because it gets a lot of its torque from the revs. So like if I was to do this in fourth now, this is just too much. I'm not going to accelerate coming out the corner.
I think it worked alright for you compared to the Porsche behind.
What happened?
You lost like 4 seconds.
Unlucky.
He probably hit in short shift. Probably don't do that.
So that was a secret line I've been studying for a while. Just trying to see if I can get the momentum into the downhill by hopping the curb. I want to test it out then real quick. Nothing dangerous or anything. It felt okay, but I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't advise it. Do you know what time the race starts on Saturday?
I have no fucking idea. I guess I can check.
I need to get a lot of white monster for that race. dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, that the aquaplaning is a little bit sketchy here. Ooh.
That was just a regular quality, 30 minutes.
My god, this is so sketchy.
It should be 10 a.m. for you. If you're 2 hours behind.
10 a.m. Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Are you not pitting?
Nope.
Oh no.
We
I
do
am stupido.
another.
If you're running low, you have box.
You were a lot faster than the leader had some issue for sure, because you were 8 seconds faster.
We had an issue. A skill issue.
Yep. 5 seconds faster than P2. Actually, I might not even get too much of this flooded. Unless there is another one.
There's some more of these races throughout the week. There's one on Wednesday and one on Friday. I bet there's 2 on Friday actually. So maybe we could get all of us to do one of them on Friday. And all get a practice in. Could have team rivalries. It could be me and you versus Jardy and Aiden.
Oh, you're actually gonna catch M2s on this lap. There will be traffic. And the qualifying for this race is gonna be such a shit show.
Yep.
30-minute open quali.
I assume we're actually going to qualify for this, or not. I don't know.
Box, box.
I
24.
don't know either, to be fair.
See what the lads say. I have 5 days to learn Mazzano in the
I think the
992.
grid
Any
is like
tips?
super stacked for this, so maybe do the non-qualifying strat to make it a bit more interesting.
Low TC in the Porsche is always good. Zero TC is even better, but it's hard. I say just learn not to die in the Porsche. Your advantage is you'll exit the corner quick, but you'll be really vulnerable at the end of the straight. So make sure you've got a setup that's comfortable with that fast right-hander. Do I have a setup for the Lexus at Watkins? Just use one of my other setups. Like Paul Ricard. That should work.
Class. Yeah. Probably want to do like a really bad lap. But...
These setups for this car are very interchangeable. Very interchangeable. Yeah. A tip for the Porsche, don't crash and you'll be fine.
I don't remember how many 24-hour Nords there have really been in ACC. Not too many, actually.
There was quite a lot
that?
when it first came out, but then that's it. I don't think I've done one
But
since.
even then, there weren't that many. I personally can't remember doing more than 2, and even the second one I don't remember, but I think I've done 2.
I don't think I've ever done a Nords 24 not in a GT4, because I did 2 in a GT4 within like the month or 2 it first came out.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't think I've done one in GT4. Oh, no, apart from SRO.
Okay. Well,
So,
that's
a
our
3.
one I didn't do, probably.
won the GT4 ones both times, and then second in GT3 SRO. Because the Aston Martin was, I think it was, how much was it? 50 kg under box at the time. It's fine, 50 kgs.
Rounding error when you think about it.
Yeah. What about the time when you crashed because you turned off ABS? If you mean in SRO, that wasn't me, that was Sean Arnold. That was Sean Arnold. I didn't do that in SRO. I was a good boy in SRO. Are there any bets on when someone will crash the server by flipping a car? So GT4s are very common flipping at this track. And so if there's any GT4 Porsches specifically, the Porsche is a big flipper. That's caused the server crash before. So, yeah, it is multi-class. There are GT4s. There is a big chance that will happen.
Maybe we get the Aiden washing machine gift repeat.
That's exactly what happened from that thing, wasn't it? It was a Porsche flipping in somewhere in the 3rd sector. Because if a Porsche, you know those curbs that I hit and crashed? If a Porsche GT4 does that, it rolls over.
I think it's the big high-speed corners that the Porsche is really vulnerable to flipping. Like the over the crest, left-hander and start of sector 2.
Yeah.
If it drives on the curb or someone bumps it from the inside, it's likely to flip. Probably clip this inside curb and flip over the Porsche as well.
So I think for the 24, if it rains, we still go for 8 laps, but if it's very wet, there's a chance we won't do 8, but there's no point risking it.
Car on the left.
Oh, get sent on.
What a move.
Does he not know where the throttle pedal is?
Yellows, but I don't see any reason for it. In 24 hours you'll also have more traffic during a stint, true. But I mean, this is as wet as it probably can get.
Yeah.
And I mean, with this phase, surely we're not doing the bonus laps. I think stint 1, you can, if it's raining, you can surely not take the extra fuel, especially if we start from the back.
I say it has to be these conditions replicated.
Yeah, I mean, even the leader is making the extra lap in this.
But yeah, fuel is pretty much only a tiny bit less per lap than dry. Obviously, it takes longer to do, but yeah. So, it's gonna be a warning, isn't it? Oh, no time gained. We cheated.
Oh, lucky.
Cheated. I'm going to be coming into the pit lane, Fosh. Get ready. This is it.
All right.
Let's go. Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
UKOG Sussy.
Oh no, I gotta go. Sorry.
Thank
George,
you,
you're
Fred.
gonna have to do the second time.
Thank you for staying sussy. Also, I responded to your message. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Maybe we can set that up at some point. I will fix the damage like a good boy. Oh, I hope.
Yep.
You'll have a fresh, beautiful car.
That I can brake by myself. Very good.
Yeah, I only had like 6 minutes something, so it needs to be over a minute faster.
Well, like I said, even the leader didn't make it this. For this one.
Whoa, let's go. Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
Anyway,
No rigging the gamba? What do you mean? I have never driven this car before.
There we go. Yo, Mike pause.
Very nice.
Anyway, yeah,
Space was
thank you so
very-
much, man. Appreciate
Even
that.
this locked is 5
Another
seconds
huge
less than a
resub.
liter.
Thanks for all the support, dude. We're prime. What?
Oh, that will go in the
Don't call me.
bin now.
Don't call me Jizz Kid. Nah, I reckon you'll surprise yourself. I think you're going to be pretty fast here.
I fucking doubt it. Looking at your first laps in the wet here, I think it's gonna be more of the same.
7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very nice try, George. Very nice try. Fucking asshole. I was in the. I was in the F1 view where you can see the steering wheel, so I saw you flick the button.
Guys, I put it on TC0 for a lap, but he noticed. Damn it.
This
Damn
fucking
it.
guy.
I knew you'd spot it, so that's why I did it. You know, it'd be a funny laugh. I knew you'd spot it. Yeah, this is a gentleman's introduction to the Lexus. Nords flooded. Alright, that's it for us, boys. Now we can watch Fosh. This is Fosh's first ever time driving the Lexus in this update and ever at Nordschleife. So, and it's flooded. So, absolute baptism by fire here. Let's see how he does. We've got to be supportive because he's going to be driving with us this weekend. This is our chance to coach him.
Oh yeah, it's pretty wet out there.
We can coach him to success.
Alright, it's very light for a street, but I wonder if I've turned it down at some point.
Yeah, this is a light car on force feedback. Like compared to the Ford, it is noticeably lighter. I go up about 15% on force feedback. And it's still a little light, but you feel everything, you know, it doesn't really need to be heavy. Is Mustang 6 Wing playable at Imola? Yeah, it will work. I don't think it'll be the quickest, to be honest, because it doesn't make much of a difference lowering the wing at Imola. But you can try it. I tried lower wings at Imola and I couldn't really get much more pace out of it.
Oh, first stop, let's go.
It's okay, that's a speed tap. A speed tap. Yeah, so the weather we've got here is simulating what's going to happen this weekend. Now, obviously, it's not guaranteed it's going to be wet, right? It's not guaranteed. But for the first race to be like this, it makes you think that it could be a very soggy one this weekend. Do you guys like watching soggy races? Should be carnage. Hey, I got 13 seconds of damage in that stint, so you know I can't talk. Yeah, if it's plus, he should get flooded by the end. George, my first direct drive wheel will be here this week. I'm 100% not the fastest driver, but I'd like to focus on clean and consistency. What other tips would you give to someone new to direct drive? I'd say getting settings for the wheel is essential. Good settings. Now, I'd say if you got a SimuCube, my settings are fully available. You can look at them, right? And download them. Exclamation point wheel settings. But I'd say, depending on the wheel you've got, try and get some...
For this. I mean, like I said the last time,
just definitely say, try and get some... No, not game setup. I mean, you can get my Go setups if you want, but I mean wheel settings. get them wheel settings sorted. So, like, go on YouTube, type in, let's say you got a Moser, right? Moser R9, just as an example. You know, go on YouTube, find a, you know, a newish video, you know, where it's got the newest software updates. Find someone who is pretty good, because I do find that a lot of people put wheel setting videos up, and it's like they've got one video on their channel, and they've just done it because they want views, and it's basically just the stock video settings. That's how I got tricked with Fanatec. I was like, oh, this has got quite a lot of views. This sounds like good settings. I'll get it. I had these dog shit Fanatec settings for like a year before I got my SimuCube. It was so bad. And I know they were bad settings because when I got my SimuCube and then went back to my Fanatec and set it up so it felt like my SimuCube, it was like, amazing. Like a 10x upgrade, you know? So focus on getting good settings. Now, it's going to be hard because you've got nothing to judge it off or base it off. So I'd say, like I said, just make sure it's someone who's relevant, trustworthy, and it's a recent video. Go on YouTube, find it out. Or join Discord servers. Or, you know, or ask content creators that have got the same wheel as you. Have an eager eye, you know? Look through some of it, like James Baldwin. Look at maybe Jardia. He's got Assetto, right? You know, see if there's a sim racer who's got the same wheel as you and ask for their settings. And they won't keep it to secret, you know what I mean? That's a big thing I would recommend. And you'll have so much more fun because your wheel will actually feel good. And I'm telling you that because I have been there before. Don't get me wrong, when I got my Fanatec, it was an upgrade over the G29, and I thought, this is great. But I was nowhere near the potential of how great it could be. And I sort of wasted a year of... I mean, I was fine. I was winning stuff. I was fine. I drove around it, right? But I wasted a year being on trash settings. You know what I mean? Not wasted, but, you know, I suffered more than I should have. Yeah, that's my advice. If you're getting a new DD wheel... And you honestly, if you get it right, you know, you find a good video or you ask some people and get good settings. Mwah. Can I share my G29 settings? Yeah. Let me go back 4 years and see what they were. If I have a CSL DD with boost kit, who can I ask for those settings? Like I say, I'd say find someone who is on Fanatec gear, who's like a streamer or a YouTuber or content creator, someone who's maybe quite good, and just ask them. Or go on YouTube and see for some videos from, again, people that are got a bit of experience in it. Have a look around, have a ship around. The thing is, Fanatec, they're all going to be the same. Like, no matter what wheel you've got, there might be a few little differences, but it's mostly going to be the same. Just the strength of the force feedback might be a little bit different. But it's a lot different, I guess, as well than back when I did it like 4 or 5 years ago. Discord is great. Join the Fanatec Discord. Join the Moser Discord. Join the SimuCube Discord. Ask. People will go, here you go, bang. It's a lot easier. So there's always an option to find some good settings. And this is also a call to anyone else out there right now who might think they have the best settings and, yeah, my wheel's great. Genuinely just try someone else's. Save your settings you've got and have a venture out. Try a different wheel's, you know, settings. Try mine if you've got a SimuCube, or I don't know, but just have a play, because you might be surprised how much you're actually missing out on. I wish I'd told myself this 4 years ago. Like, this is what I wish I'd told myself, but that's what it is. How are you finding it?
It's alright. It's light on feet for shooting. I mean, I'm driving very slowly, though. Oh, I'm already 30% up on force feedback. Let's go 50, I guess.
900 I'm on. Yeah, don't consistently change it over and over and over again, because it might, you'll probably end up just never knowing exactly what you want. But have a play around sometimes. Give it. I don't think you need to give it too
50
much
is
time.
Too much, holy fuck.
Just give it like a few hours and see what you feel. Sometimes you might notice straight away this is worse, right? But if something's feeling alright, or you think, oh, this might actually be better, drive it for a day or two, and then you can really make that decision.
235.
Yeah, so my SimuCube settings, that was when I was manually doing every wheel rotation per car. So that was for Ferrari, right? When I was doing 800. The only difference is now I'm on, you know, whatever it is. Was it 920, 980? Because then it does it automatically. That's the only difference on my SimuCube settings. That's what I have now. I have it on the auto one, so I don't have to change it per car.
Might rain in 30, or less rain in 30, I guess.
What car do I drive IRL? A Honda Civic Type R. I wish I was a McLaren Salad Boy. Holy shit. What a move! Absolutely
First overtake in the Lexus.
destroyed him.
And almost died instantly after.
Thoughts on True Force? Is that thing with Logitech? I've never tried it, so I don't know. I won't be able to say. I have a G920. I could go out and buy a SimuCube 2 Pro, or should I just start with an entry-level direct drive wheel? That's up to you. Depends how much money you want to sink into this hobby. I'd say if you were on a budget, go with pedals first. If you were struggling to decide what to upgrade and you're thinking about pace and consistency, if that's what's going through your head, I'd say get pedals first. Just anything with a load cell. But if you don't really have a budget, you got quite a bit of money to splash around, then I'd say just go for a bundle, because you might save a little bit of money, right? If that's possible. But I've got a SimuCube and it's fantastic. But you'd have to then also get a wheel. You can't just buy the base, you'd have to then get a wheel as well. And then you'd have to get the attachments for it as well. And then you'd have to get pedals. And yeah, it becomes quite expensive, but thankfully it's a lot less expensive than getting a real car.
A bit faster if
a real
you
GT3
have the ability to just wreck the car. And find how much is too much instead of trying to slowly go a little faster.
Yeah, I mean, you can still do that. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah. True.
Don't people use 10 at best? I think mine goes up to about 16. I've got it. My settings are about 50 to 60%, and it's a 28 Newton meter wheel, I think. So I think that's what it is. Might be wrong. I have it on like, in fact, it's usually a little bit higher actually. It's about 60 to 70 on average. So I think I'm hitting about 15, 16 Newton meters, like at peak. I tend to have my wheel a bit heavier than most people though, so. But yeah, I think the average person uses like 12 or 13. So like say for 10 Newton meter wheels, you can get away with them fine. You just have that very peak strength, but for the most part, it'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. You really don't need to go, those ones that are like 14, 15, 16 Newton meters, that's like the sweet spot where you don't really need to go much higher. I think going higher gives you just a little bit more like a... Hello?
Can't park that there, sir.
Gives you a bit more fidelity in cases, I think. A little bit more, like, just slight accuracy and slight little... I don't know. That's what I've been told. Like, people who've directly done both, they say there's just like that tiny bit more detail. That's the word. But unless you had them side by side, you'd probably never tell. I can't remember my exact settings. You can ask me all sorts of settings. I can't remember them all. Whatever is in the... Whatever I've got in there is what I run. I might actually update it because I did have to change a few things actually. Now I'm remembering because I updated my software and there was like 1 or 2 random updates in the software which were new settings. So actually, you know what? It's a good reminder. Even though they're pretty much identical, I might update that file. What TC would you use for the Mustang? I think I was using TC4 in the dry the whole way around.
The fucking closing speed here is a bit wild.
Oh god, here we go. This could get a bit tasty. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it will.
Good save.
I mean, I got lucky that nothing bounced in the air.
Holy crap.
Why are these beamers chasing a fucking GT4? Charlie, my guy.
Good move, good move. Yeah, I'd say getting a rig is also a huge thing as well. Because having a rig that isn't like something you have to keep clamping on your desk, taking off every time you want to play, or a fold-up little thing that you've got to, again, plug all in, get set up, get your monitor to the end of your desk, move up to your TV, however you do it right. Find your deck chair, move that up. You know, having an actual rig that you can just sit in and turn it on, boom, go. It's like a game changer in terms of just wanting to play, motivation. And now I know not everyone can have that. It's a luxury to have the space to be able to do that and the money to be able to get it, right? But in terms of like just fun and, like I say, motivation to want to get in, practice, play, it's everything. It's so big. Like when you get an actual rig, like it makes the hobby aspect more real, you know, and it really gets you invested in it more. Can you upload your LMU settings? Have you got me on Discord? Send me a message on Discord. Just tell me what you want me to update, and I'll do a big Google Drive update on everything. It won't take me long. All my settings for LMU are from Luke Whitehead as well, so they should be good, right? In theory. Oh my god. I saw you cut that corner.
No time gained.
They must have patched the wet track limits. Ooh, light rain in 30.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have fucking balloon tires already at 31.4.
Yeah, I remember I had like a little wheel, it was called like a wheel stand pro. And I'd have to unfold that every single time and then move my monitor to the end of the desk.
It was just bugged when I got the car, because...
And
oh, it probably was. It was the bug.
I had to like put my pedals against the wall at the back of my desk, and then I had to put something behind my chair to stop it moving. But the problem is, the wheel stand moves around. So after like 3 or 4 laps, I'm having to like judder it on the straight to center it back up. Keep moving in my chair so I'm not getting too close to it. It's like, imagine driving a car where the pedals, wheel, and chair all move independently of each other over time. It's like driving in a fucking waterbed. That's what, it was really weird. Just wobbling around, but hey, it was fun. And eventually we upgraded. Simulates realism? Yeah, but you all move simultaneously, not independently of each other. Are you going to create setups at LMU? I have not invested any time into LMU setup making yet. Maybe, if I really get invested in LMU, 100% I'd do it. But right now, if I release a setup pack, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I wouldn't be happy to, you know what I mean? But give it time, maybe. We can make some good stuff. It's definitely not out the realms of possibility, but it would be quite a long way down the line. My 44-year-old car feels like that. The kids don't know what a waterbed is? Oh no, am I talking in boomer talk again? I'm talking in boomer. Just driving the real rain line. This is very good, Fosh. Pace is good.
I lost like 5 seconds to the leader.
Yeah, but the leader cheated by driving their car before starting the race. So...
That's true.
Cheers, Alex. I'll get around to doing that at some point. I'm not going to say exactly straight away after the stream because more than likely I'll start doing something, but thanks for the DM, it'll remind me. And I'll try and get it done as soon as possible. Cheers, laddie. So LMU and ACC in-game. And then also my wheel settings for both of them independently.
Realistically, this drives like slightly sketchier forward, but with a lot more traction and speed. Definitely slightly sketchier, though.
Just like the Ford.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, that was it then.
It's a pretty good angle there, I'd say.
Why don't you drive the McLaren anymore? I never liked the McLaren to drive. The Evo.
RBR experience there. So
Well, I enjoyed it when the meta was max wing. No one had figured out the lower wing was the way to go with that car. Max wing on the McLaren feels so nice to drive, and most of my setups are on max wing, even though lower wing is a little bit quicker. But yeah, max wing McLaren, really nice to drive, really fun, good traction. But unfortunately, at esport level, the quickest way to drive around, not on every track, but on most tracks, is like 6 wing. Or on Spa in here, 0 wing, right? And it's just, I don't enjoy driving it. I don't like driving it like that. It just doesn't feel nice. It's not fun. And then you also have the 0 TC meta as well on top of that. And just feels like a chore to drive. Like, I feel like I've made it a lot more fun with my setups compared to like the super esports setups. I think mine are pretty good, right? But it's just, oh, I don't know. That's how I felt with it. Yeah, exactly, Spare, exactly. Yeah, 0 wing, 0 TC, rain, enjoy. That's the esport McLaren experience. I wish it wasn't the case that you run low wing on the McLaren. I wish they like made some changes to the aero on it, because it really does ruin the car, and that's what it's bopped to. You know what I mean? So it's like you can just drive it with max wing, but you're just going to be slow. That's what it's bopped to. So not only is it a chore to drive, if you try and make it more fun, you're probably lacking a couple temps on pace, because it's bopped to some sketchy ass 3 wing lap that with 0 TC, where someone just got kind of lucky in the middle sector, you know? That's what it's bopped to, and it's just like, oh.
Before this whole straight is in 5th.
You can make it fun to drive, and if you're not fighting for P1 in Pro Series, it's absolutely fine. But if you're fighting for P1 in Pro Series, it's just not a nice experience, unfortunately. For the average driver, it's fine. It's a great car, and I think my setup specifically are really good for a normal McLaren, an actual McLaren driver who wants to finish their races. You know what I mean? And not destroy their tires. But yeah, at top esport level, not fun. Why aren't you driving the Mustang for the 24? I say to anyone, drive the Mustang around this track. I love the Mustang. It's one of my favorite cars in this game to drive. I'm hoping that eventually will be an update where it isn't so OP in a straight line. So the claims of bop tourism can go away and I can be... It'll stop being a Ford-dominated grid. I beg that there's an update at some point for the straight line speed of the Ford. I genuinely enjoy driving the car. But at this track, it is garbage. The Ferrari is so much fun at this track. The Ferrari is probably the most fun car at this track. The Lexus is close behind there. The Ford just does not take the bumps well. Like, at all. It just lands funny. Like, that jump...
Alright, you can probably blow the
Ford lands
quite a lot
funny.
easier than the Ford, though.
There's a chicane at some point it takes really funny. And also, the Ford, you have to run, I think, the best setups are max wing. And you might think, Ford, crazy straight line speed, right? But because these cars at this track have to raise the ride height, it loses so much speed. And it's actually one of, if not the slowest car down that straight in GT3s. Because everything else can run lower wing and be super fast. The Ford can't do that here. It still has to be max wing. So you're actually one of the slowest cars in a straight line, ironically enough, in a Ford. It's just not a great experience. Now, I wouldn't mind the straight line speed thing. I wouldn't mind any bop thing. You know, I like driving the Ford. I'd just drive it. But unfortunately, the suspension on the Ford, on the jumps, is so painful. It's just not fun. You get those random explosions that sort of ruin the car.
Alright, well, almost died a couple of times. I guess the lap isn't over yet.
You're closing in on P2, though. Even with those... If you didn't have that death, you would have closed quite a lot of seconds. Or that near death.
Sure.
Because it was like 16, 17 seconds. And now it's down to 14. So... I think without that huge slide, you'd be like looking closer to 10 or 11. You might not even catch him, you know. I reckon you can.
I reckon I can bin it next lap instead of catching it.
Yeah, without that slide, you would have been like 4 seconds quicker that lap, so... The potential's there. Doing good. You're adapting well.
I don't think so. I think I already got the max out of the car.
So all downhill from here.
Yeah. I hit my peak on lap 2 and it's all downhill from here.
What's your opinion on the Ford here, Fosh? Do you reckon it'll be really fun in these conditions?
I think this car has more traction in the wet than Ford does in the dry. It's probably a downshift.
Yeah, I don't know why Kunos aren't still actively working on this sim, and not to the point of where we get new content all the time, right? I understand that, AC Evo. I fully understand that they're going in on AC Evo, but just small updates.
PC is quite
you know
nice,
what I mean?
Actually.
If it's a TC fix.
So we slip a little bit. Maybe at high speed you'd want a bit more. Like
A quick bop fix, you know, things that
So you
will
don't
take
have those
less
big
than a day
slides
to
like I
do,
did
you
there.
know. I don't know why we don't get these just small, you know, extending the life of this sim updates. You know what I mean? It baffles me, because this is the only like obviously you've got AC, with mods and stuff. Yeah, AC's there, right? But this is, I guess, still their newest release title for sim racing. AC Evo is obviously in like early access, and is basically just a fucking demo, an early demo right now. You know what I mean? It's not a game yet. Like, why don't they just like do small updates for this sim? It's their active sim, their esport active sim. It makes no sense that there's not just little updates. It's not going to take a lot of time. Think of Kunos, right? If 1 or 2 people took just a day or maybe 2 days to just do a little update on this game, like just a bop update, you know what I mean? Just that would get people going, oh shit! So many people, I'm not joking, at least on the esports scene, will come back to ACC if the Ford got a straight line nerf. If the TC values were just changed a little bit, so TC 0 wasn't the go-to for half the cars. You know, make it so TC1 isn't as intrusive. That's all it is. It's not a huge thing. You know what I mean? Really small things could change the longevity of this game massively.
Sure.
It baffles me, man.
From limited
Baffles me.
Is, so you kind of actually have to pay attention.
Like, I wish the best for AC Evo, and I fully understand that that's where their attention is. But surely spending just 1 or 2 days out of a whole fucking year to make their current active title be that much better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it, you know what I mean? Last time Kunos did an update, it fucked the perfect LFM bop. LFM bop has never been perfect, ever. But it's the best thing we've got, and it's still an amazing thing. But if we had to rebop the cars, people would do it. If it meant that the game is better in the long run, people would do it, you know? Exactly. They're just rolling out the red carpet for LMU. And, I mean, as a driver, as a consumer, I don't mind, you know? I'll take LMU. Let's fucking go, right? But, you know, if LMU gets better than ACC and I deem it better, I am all over that shit. But it's just, if I was like wanting people to play my game at Kunos, it blows my mind, you know? Blows my mind. This is their current active title. It doesn't need, like, obviously cars and tracks are great, right? And maybe updated cars to make it 2025, yeah, sure, but, you know, even outside of that, just having longevity updates, little longevity updates that aren't even that, they're not hard to do, but make the game that much better for its active player base. They've just, like, abandoned it feels, right? I know Raggy was hinting that there could be an update and getting us all excited, but I ain't seen anything, right? It's just like, makes you think.
I thought I'm gonna fall out there.
Like, I know it's probably a little bit more complicated than what I'm saying, 100%, but, like, I just can't see how it's just Ford 2% less top end speed is that difficult. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to take weeks. I really can't see that. I'm trying to be generous as I can. Like, I can't see how doing a bop change like that You know, Ford Power / Ford Turbo reduced 2 to 3%. I just don't see how that is such a complicated matter. Maybe it is, and again, maybe I am completely oversimplifying it, but I just can't see it. You know, we're not asking for a full aero remap. We're not asking for a tire model physics change. You know, we're not. I mean, people are obviously, but I'm just. You know, it's something they've done in the past many times when Kunos have bopped cars. Turbo 1% less. Turbo 3% higher. You know what I mean? Like they've done it many times in the past, and it's been like on a day-to-day basis sometimes of SRO. So I don't think it's an extremely challenging thing for them from previous updates where they've done the same thing in a short amount of time. But again, I could be wrong, and it could be something that is actually really, really, really difficult. But,
well,
you know, whatever the TC value is for one, and how much it's cutting in a car, make it a 10% of what that is. Like, I can't see how that's like a
thinking about catching the guy ahead of, just trying to learn to drive the car.
I don't know.
Kind of weird mix. It's like generally understeer, but you can push front end so far that it becomes just monka steer.
Like, of all the things that would make this, like, there's so many things that could make this game like 100 times better, right? It's still a great sim. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic sim. It's the sim I'm playing. I love it, right? But there's many things that could always be better, right? And I'm just thinking in my head, the easiest things that could possibly be updated, which could make a huge difference to at least the esports scene and the general population, is making the Ford slower in a straight line and changing the TC of the cars so they're not as strong. Whatever it is now, whatever the value is, just reduce it on most of the cars in the game. Like, like, that doesn't seem that complicated, right? Like, they've done far more complicated updates in the past in a tiny time frame. I don't know. Like I say, I could be just talking shit, but in my head, it's not. It doesn't feel like that would be a big thing, but just that would change so many things. It would change. It would make people really enjoy this game a lot more. I think in terms of like, because I'm not asking. You know, we're not asking here for a fucking tire update. We're not asking for a full suspension update. I'm not asking for new tracks, new cars. I'm just thinking, what are the easiest things I can think of in my head that would make the biggest difference? So efficiency update, the smallest things. Biggest difference, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head, right? And I think having working TC for all the cars and having the Ford slower in a straight line, I think they are the things that in my head are quite literally just value changes. That's all it is, just value changes, right? That's how I see. Again, could be wrong. Devs out there could be thinking, George, you're an idiot. But I'm also going off previous experience from updates where they've done the same things in literally a day or two. So, like, much more complicated. Like, BMW, for like every SRO event, the day after, there'd be a massive bop update. The day after every SRO event. The day. So, from previous experience, they've done all this in less than a day, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm just out of touch. I don't know. Oh well. Love the passion. Hey, I just want to mess with the sim. I love this sim. The reason why I'm saying this is because I love the sim, and I want it to be better. It would, you know, it would make me happy if the sim was even better than it is now. You know. Keep pushing.
What was your consumption in the rain?
4.2, I think.
Okay, I'm at
Sorry,
4.5.
14.2. 14.5, okay. Maybe the lighter the rain is, the more you're zooming.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's in the wall.
Yeah.
What happened to Mr. Schubert?
He pitted. I don't know if he didn't take enough fuel or did he just want to do a drive-through to drive in clean air. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
You can check the replay if he actually stopped or not.
Yeah, he stopped. I think it was fuel.
He didn't stop for very long. Or did he? Actually, he did.
What's the OP car on this track? What do you think the OP car is for? Ford?
Yes. Like everywhere else. Just look at the spreadsheet. It's so OP, no, but there's a gentleman's agreement to not drive it in the weekly at Nordschleife races. It would just not be fun for the rest of the people, so no one drives the Ford.
I think Ferrari, Lambo, and Aston, they're the OP cars here, in my opinion. And just the way they drive, the speed they have, and how they deal with the adverse conditions as well. But on the current BOP, although it's not nice to drive, the Merc is probably the quickest car on LFM right now. It's horrible to drive, and it feels like it's going to die on every bump when it lifts off. But that is technically the most underbopped car on this track.
Neither in the Ford or the Ferrari upshift.
Porsche as well is quite underbopped here.
That's not the Apex.
In terms of actual just raw pace, the Porsche and the Mercedes are probably the best two cars at Nords on the LFM BOP, because their times aren't very representative. But they're both very difficult to drive here. Porsche may be a little bit less difficult to drive than the Merc, but yeah, but in terms of just like consistency, ease of driving, and pace in all sorts of conditions, I'd say the Ferrari and the Aston.
It's really shitty if you three-wheel it.
Honda, the Honda always looks quick here, but then they always die. I don't think I've ever seen a Honda finish a Nordschleife race, so maybe it is. BMW's like Ferrari. Yeah, BMW's good, but it has big fuel usage, so in the race it always drops a bit of time. A bit like the Lexus. It's a very thirsty car. Just did a Watkins 3-3 ducks, 2 brakes, medium rain, and my tires were hot. What's wrong there? If they're hot, you need to basically increase the ducts. Like sometimes, no matter what you do, you know, if it's a hot race or it's only light rain, your tires are going to go yellow. There's nothing you can do. And cars that naturally run colder temperatures in their tires, like the Bentley and Nissan, that was what's making them so OP in the wet in all those pro races, because they just have cold tires. They will take big advantages. So the only thing you can do in those situations setup-wise, if it's like you have to go wet tires, but they're going to be yellow. You know, it's still better than slicks, you know, obviously, but they're going to be quite hot wets. The only thing you can do is open up your brake ducts to like even 6.6, you know, the max they can be. But unfortunately, they're still probably going to be pretty hot, and there's not much you can do about it. You just killed that man.
Yeah, it's not my fault he chose to go on that side. I thought he was gonna go for the Apex. I waited for that.
How dare you? Did you get an early access to the last LMU update with the Lambo and Lexus? No. I'm getting that tomorrow with, like, all us normal people. I'm not content creator enough. Oh.
I might get yellow tires next lap, so far they're fine.
Yeah, tomorrow we will drive it. How's the Nissan at Nords? Apparently really good.
Issues in the Ferrari here when it went to the transition, where tires would start to like really lose grip at high speed, especially. It's very sketchy.
You think ACC will die in 1 year's time? Potentially. I mean, SRO ain't happening this year, right? Is it? At least it doesn't look like it. And that's the big esport event. LMU's updating constantly and getting better and better. Some argue that this Tuesday update will make it officially better. So, because you're quick, man. Underestimating yourself.
Fucking doubt.
Underestimating yourself. You are zooming. Go Fosh. If you are watching Fosh, subscribe now. That purple was epic and deserves your prime. Now.
I think this setup is illegal. I think we're gonna have to DNF this race because I want to see the setup. There must be something illegal.
Hey, Boris. Ooh, he's hinting. But I think basically, like, I mean, let's be real. Like, let's take off the band-aid here. Talk facts. LFM is ACC right now. Fact. Without LFM, ACC would have been dead. Like, long ago, I'm gonna be honest. LFM are doing everything. They are the reason this game is alive. And why this game is so much fun. It's just a fact. It's a fact. Boris has done wonders. He deserves a medal. A medal of honor. Boris is here. Let's talk positive now. But obviously there are other communities. Don't get me wrong. There are other communities that are great, and it's, you know, the more communities, the better. 100%. I'm not completely ignoring all the other communities out there, but LFM really is like the sort of, you know, it's the meat and potatoes on the plate, right? I love my veggies. Don't get me wrong. I love my veggies. I love my gravy. Oh, I really like gravy, but the meat and potatoes are the main thing, right? And LFM really are.
Actual right weather, it's gonna be rough.
But yeah, it's just sad that Kunos aren't really doing much, and it could really make it so much better.
Sure.
I'm sure Boris is absolutely sick and tired of hearing from many people that I'm quitting LFM because the Ford is too quick. Hey Boris, when are you banning the Ford? Boris, when are you banning the Ford? Boris, when are you banning the Ford? I'm sure Boris would love to not hear those people anymore. Or at least have them complain about something else, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to the LMU update tomorrow. I think that's gonna be sick. I can't wait to try it. Everyone's saying the Lexus is really challenging, so I can't wait to get my ass kicked by it. Do LFM have any plans to get involved with LMU? I don't really know what the details are behind that. I think the problem is with LMU, they've got that paid service, right, with their daily racing. So it might be a bit complicated. Maybe in the future, I don't know. And they can obviously run leagues on there, I assume, like, you know. But I think for daily racing, it might be a bit awkward. I don't know. I might just be talking out my ass. And I could be completely out of touch. But I think that's maybe the case.
I'm gonna say I always like the Lexus.
It talks of him for some time. There you go. From the man himself. But it's definitely not out of the question, and they can obviously host their own like private race events. So
But I'm gonna drive Lexus in Le Mans only. Yeah, I knew from the start Le Mans is gonna be the real deal. I started playing it way before anyone else. I always believed in those. Especially when they started releasing DLC, I knew at that point, I mean, surely they're releasing DLC, so the game's gonna be great.
Dude, this race on Saturday is gonna be fucking nuts if it's this weather. Look, flooded again in 30.
Yep. Fuck. I always forget the upshift there.
Woo! He's getting his confidence.
Car has a very numb front end at higher speeds, though.
Yeah, you
Well,
gotta sort of
if you're
just
on-
turn it and pray a bit.
Yeah.
In the dry, you'll notice that at the end of this sector, when you're like doing the just after the jump, it understeers a bit there. You just
Yeah,
gotta turn through it. But you get used to it after a few laps, and then it's just second nature. Yeah, that's what we've basically just been saying, Boris. I think they should
Here as well,
definitely...
it's like really numb on the turn in.
Even if it's just the most bare bones, minimal, smallest update, like most efficiency,
There, you can
least
drive over
time
the fucking curb without dying, so...
update, you know? Just something to keep us fed. We're starved. All those
For those
ACC
who
veterans are
haven't seen the Ford
starved.
here, if you take that cut over that curb there, that every car can do, in a Ford you just die.
In the dry, you can't do that, though. It's not as bad as the Ford, but you do have to be a little bit careful. Like, a little lift over it.
Okay.
It's not every time you're okay. You can definitely have a sketchy moment.
Well, with a Ford, it seems like if you have a moment, it's just like you just get teleported
Yeah.
into the wall.
Up
basically.
wide, bang.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever died there in the Lexus, but I definitely like got on the grass with two wheels and...
Definitely makes it difficult to set up the rest of the chain if you understeer over the crest so much.
Go, go, go! Guess we'll see by this straight whether P2 is on a max wing setup or not. I doubt it'll be max wing for the actual 24, so... Oh wow, you're closing it instantly. Okay.
I mean, in this
Yeah.
weather, why wouldn't you run max wing?
Yeah, but I mean, like, for the actual race, I don't think you would ever run a max wing setup for an actual
if it's
mixed condition.
This wet.
If
then
it's just the
maybe.
whole race, then yeah, but I feel like it wouldn't be wise
Okay.
with dry conditions.
I feel like in ACC, if there's a chance for it to be flooded, it's almost always going to be quite wet.
You just gained 1.5 seconds down that straight.
Seems reasonable.
It's possible. This is possible if you can get a good lap in here.
Well, there lies your problem.
4 seconds, and yeah, you can be on him, lad. Good luck.
Wow, let's go. Thanks for subscribing
Yo!
to UKOG.
Maidenless, thanks for subscribing to UKOG. Maidenless.
Gotta get lucky with traffic mostly.
I love the name. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Lexus setups when? I've got them all on my Discord. All on my Discord publicly. If you scroll back to the start of the stream, you can see the exact setup I'm running right now as well. It's at the start of the stream, also at the start of the race. Every Lexus setup I've ever done is completely public. I do not charge. They're not on Go because they're just anyone can have them. I don't want to spend my time doing a Lexus pack, and it's a Lexus. It's not in the LFM BOP sheet, so go all in. Enjoy the car as much as I enjoy it. Have the setups. But my Ferrari ones, McLaren and Ford, the ones that I've spent a lot of time on, and that are in the LFM BOP, obviously they're on Go. They are on Go. So if you have a Go subscription, you can grab them. But yeah, Lexus, I haven't put enough time into them. They're not worthy of paying for these setups. You know what I mean? They're just fun setups that I think feel great, and you should definitely try them out. Yeah, exactly, Boris. I understand it. I make complaints all the time to Dennis. I'm like, add Lexus into the BOP. Add Lexus into the BOP. But I understand why. I understand. Maybe just for daily racing, though. You know how, like, Nissan and Bentley aren't in Pro Series, but they're in the dailies BOP'd? I don't know if I can nudge you. I don't know if I can nudge you, Boris. Even special events, it's not allowed, right? Even special events, it's not allowed. But just for daily racing, there is a fair chunk of data for the car. Most of the Go setups are pretty good. There are some that it is under-bopped, but it's not as under-bopped as, like, say, the Bentley. You know what I mean?
If I just
or the Nissan. The Nissan's got a few more laps, I guess. But if it is severely under-bopped anywhere, I promise I will bop it at that track. If it's severely under-bopped.
Sequence of corners, I kind of have a habit of every lap jinxing myself before this.
So I think I've done 3 attempts quicker lap here at Nordschleife I've done. And then Spa, I think there's another temp or 2 in it. I don't know. But I'll, if there's any track where it's severely under-bopped, I'll sort it. I promise I'll do it. But, yeah, I wouldn't put it, for competitive sake, in case there are some tracks where it's severely under-bopped, I wouldn't allow it to be, like this Nords race on the weekend. Don't allow it into that, for example, on the BOP sheet. Because more than likely, if it was, I think it needs minus 20 kg. I think it's a little too severe. It does need a bit of minus kg here, 100%. It needs like minus 10 or so. But it doesn't need like minus 20, the current whatever it is, right? So, and it might mess with the integrity of some of these races. Especially like Pro Series, right? But I think just for dailies, where it's mostly just about having fun, I think it'd be fine for that. And the average Joe ain't going to notice if this car's like a little bit under-bopped, right? It also has lots of negatives about it. You know, the fuel load, most tracks in the wet, it's really bad. There's a lot of negatives about the car as well, in comparison to like the Nissan and the Bentley. It doesn't have like the low tire temperature thing that they have either. But I think it'd be pretty good in the dailies. I think just in daily racing, it should be a good laugh. And if for some reason, like 1 week, everyone's in the Lexus because it's so OP, I'll do something about it. And it's not like that's never happened before, right? This is close, man. This is really close. So Fosh miles quicker lap time. How big of a dono to execute the Ferrari ahead? It's not me driving, it's Fosh. But I can try and convince him. He can go halvesies. Fosh, how much to crash the Ferrari ahead?
100 subs, I'll crash them.
100 subs. Actually, no, I want to make some money out of this. 101 subs.
200 though.
That seems fair, that seems fair. Someone's asking in chat, so if you get 100 subs in a moment, then you can thank me later.
I'll assume that was unrelated.
Don't worry, it's not like Boris is watching either, so don't worry.
Okay, that's good. He'd probably be pretty mad if we did stuff like that.
Yeah. I think it could potentially affect the integrity of LFM, but nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh my god.
He pre-came out of the carousel.
Yeah. I arrived early.
Live corruption. Did Fosh get YouTube clout from World of Tank or ACC? He started out with World of Tanks, and he had a big following. It was similar to me, where he got he did a different game, me Guitar Hero, him World of Tanks. We had our own community following, and then we ended up switching to sim racing at roughly the same time around COVID. So we're on similar journeys, me and Fosh. Two washed old streamers that have picked up sim racing.
I can get super unlucky here.
It's okay. Boris is not watching.
Well, it's payment first.
Oh! Surely this man will get out of the way. Surely.
You would hope.
Oh.
This is such a bad line for this car, though.
Send it! If you're within a second, you can overtake him on this straight. You've got to send it. It's close. You're in the target gap. Target gap.
The leader has finished the race.
You are in the target gap. I think you've got him. I think you've got him. Push the throttle harder. Harder, Fosh. Harder.
It's not 100%.
Harder.
Like we might run out of straight before, or will we?
Oh, you're gonna have to go around the outside. Yes!
What a fair automobile, man. Holy shit.
Hey, it's his fault for running maximum wing. He chose this life. He should have... I say this whilst we're also on max wing, but let's ignore that. GG! Let's go. Last to second.
Yeah, fuel was perfect as well. I had 0.6 liters, by the way, so maybe
Oh,
maybe a
shit.
bit too perfect.
GG. Purple as well, Fosh. I tell you, you just needed that little bit of confidence getting used to the car. And that was like genuine. Like that guy wasn't being held up or anything. You were just quicker. By 2 seconds. So
I think last lap he was doing something. Pause. I mean, surely I need to find more pace to be anywhere near you, but I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna show Richard Burns rally, but after you drive the M1 there, if you just go in the mindset that you need to not crash, it's not that difficult to drive the Lexus here in the rain.
So, do you reckon you have a newfound love of this car?
Well, enough to do the endurance race, sure.
What about after the endurance race?
I think I'll stick with the 488 for the AOR if that's what you're asking.
Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, AOI, you need to actually do your laps. I think there's only a couple days left.
I did them this morning, so it's
okay. I think Jardy still needs to do his if he's doing it.
This is possible. Let's see my near-death lap. That was a good save, I think.
Look how shiny the L is on the Lexus. Look at that. Wait, Is that actually, like, real reflection?
Whoa.
I don't think
Let's
it is,
go.
right? Wait.
Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
It's like black, and
Yeah,
it
I've
says
always
like
liked
it
the
says
Lexus,
like
yeah. I always rode the Lexus.
Sunstorm backwards. No, I think it's fake. It's a fake reflection. Fake reflection. It's not actually what. It's not actually. Look, there's no. Yeah, it's fake.
Where the hell is...
It's fake.
Which lap I almost died? I can't find it.
There's dirt on the
I'm just
visor.
driving this like a boomer every lap. I'm checking.
It's like scratches on the visor.
7 is my own.
Hello.
No.
Oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on this camera because I backed out. Oh no. Oh, I guess that's it. Right, guys. Bob Fosh, I agree. He's getting quick, man.
Wrong car? Oh, that's very possible.
This guy's
My God,
seen
I'm
things,
stupid.
man. Guys, I'll just deafen Fosh a sec. That's it for this stream. Not a super long stream. I do apologize. A little busy today, and well, yeah, I think that was a fun race, and it was nice to see Fosh enjoying the Lexus, and I think we had some good conversations as well. We had our rants, we had our discussions, but I think it was all healthy. It wasn't I hate this game, F this, F that. I don't think we went too far into the toxicity side of things, right? I think, right? But no, that was still a great race, and yeah, really enjoyed that. That is a taster of what's to come. That rain, though, man, flooded, heavy rain, flooded, light rain, flooded. If that is what's happening this Saturday, guys, I think we're in for one of, if not the spiciest possible 24-hour race you can ask for. So, look, I'm really looking forward to it, man. I am really looking forward to it. So yeah, if you guys don't know, 24-hour race this weekend. Jardy's going to be in it. Aidan Walsingham's going to be in it. We're basically bringing some of the old band back together. And then obviously me and Fosh. And maybe some more if we can get a few more people in. But yeah. This weekend's going to be busy though. We've got Le Mans, Formula 1. You know, it's going to be a busy weekend. But if you can spare a little bit of time to come check us out, have some fun with us, we'll be here. We'll be here. We ain't going anywhere. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. Can Dalking join? I fucking wish, man. Tomorrow, LMU update. You might have seen quite a few people driving it. I think Johnny might even be streaming it right now. So if you're on YouTube, if you're still live, go say hello from me. New LMU update tomorrow. We're going to be driving the Lexus again. The Lexus. Let's hope it's as fun as it is in ACC. Hopefully the new tire model / slip angle stuff is all good. Hopefully it's a very positive update. And I look forward to trying it. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow. And have a good one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Thanks for watching.